Hi, guys. Teresa Lysam here. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And are you tending to your life's garden? So, I wanted to share something I just listened to, I just learned. I'm so excited. I went and bought the gentleman's book on Amazon, but I just listened to a podcast. I believe the name of the podcast, oh my gosh, is The Broken Brain. Excellent, excellent podcast. I've listened to him before with different people that he interviews. I'm double checking. No, it's not saying what it is, but can't say the gentleman's name. His first name is Dhru, Dhru. That's his podcast. But he was interviewing the urban monk. And I just loved his message. I've seen that book around and it sounded intriguing, but I never picked it up and looked at it or anything. But I just bought his newest book called Focus, and I'm excited to start reading it. So he talks about tending to your garden, your life's garden. And what are you watering? What are you tending to? And what weeds are you picking out and getting rid of? And that's so intriguing because that aligns right with your values, knowing your values, being clear on your values, and then living up to those values, giving them your top priority. I did a values exercise several years ago, and it was very eye-opening for me. And that is one reason I made the move cross country to be here closer to my grandkids, because one of my very top values, if not the top one, it was between family and health. Family and health are two very important priorities and values for me. And when I started thinking about it about a year ago, if I value family so much, why was I so far away from them? Why was it taking me so much energy and effort to be with them? So that was part of the reason I made that decision, and my husband was on board with it, fortunately, to move clear cross country to be closer to my grandkids, which in turn brought me closer to my other daughters. So that was all based in knowing what my values were. And this urban monk is talking about the same thing, only of course a lot in a better way than what I am. But tending to your garden, knowing your priorities, knowing your values, and then watering them, tending to them, giving them your time, giving them your energy. And then it helps you make better decisions on what not to put your attention on. In my case, if my values are family, then that's where my focus and attention needs to be. That's what I should be watering. That's where I should be focusing on and putting my love and my energy into. Then if something comes into my awareness, because, we have so much input coming at us every single day, and something comes along that tries to distract me from something I had planned with my family, then it's an easy decision. Nope, I have a family event planned. That's where I am going to water. That's my focus right now. And that just makes decision-making very, very easy. So just something to think about. I offer that to you as a process, a seed planted, which we're talking about gardens, something to think about, and maybe go through the exercise of figuring out what your values are. And there are different ways of doing that. Lots of values out there to pick from. Just try to narrow it down to just a handful. And I could certainly help you with that if that's something you want to reach out to me to help you get started. But love that idea. I wanted to share that with you. He also talks about being in integrity with yourself. A lot of us say things that we want to do, but do we really take the action, put the effort and the energy into doing them? And if they were as important to us as we let on, why aren't we taking that action? So that has motivated me to take some action on some things that I keep saying I want to do. And so I'm not in integrity with myself. So to bring myself back into integrity, I guess I need to take some action on those projects that I've had in the back of my head. And maybe you might want to think about that as well. So thank you so much for listening to me on my Thoughtful Thursday, where I get to bring things to you that are of interest to me and that I think that you will find interesting and intriguing as well. Maybe change your perspective on some things, just allow you to think about some things you might not have been aware of in the past. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.